Is diet in any lifting really important? And I'm going to break this down to you what I actually think and my benefits of it. Or like, I pretty much what I'm trying to say is, to be honest, I'm still trying to learn how to talk perfectly. What I'm not trying to say is, if a diet is really as important as people say it is, and to be honest, I now will give you my honest opinion and probably some hint of advice for you. Hold on, little chain. So, if I'm being honest, around so pretty much as multiple videos said, I pretty much started at start 2023. That's the year where I kind of like started lifting, and now I'm going to talk about the honest truth about dieting and if it's really important or not. And I would honestly now say the answer is a yes and also a no. The reason why between both is kind of like very simple. Your body just needs a small amount of protein, minimum small amount of protein, and overall like foods that are like meant to build your strong body. But it's not like super important that you need to calculate every single macrogram or every single gram of protein in your meals and whatever. I'm going to be honest, that's fully not important because within the last 2 weeks, I would say, I've kind of like added some physical growth size in my biceps, or like in my eyes, they just look somewhat bigger. And to be honest, this was a point where my diet hasn't really, it hasn't like been the most disciplined diet overall. It hasn't been the most disciplined diet I ever was, and this is like what I'm trying to say for the people who are currently thinking, is a diet overall real important for building strength and a strong body? I would say it's a yes and a no, because you can of course be there at home and eat all just sweets all day, because that's not really going to add something, because the training is just overall the main factor of growth. And if you at least do it in a way where your muscles at least go to failure as like close as possible to failure, you will still make growth even though your diet is not the most optimized or whatever. That's what I've kind of experienced from that. It's just that when you're now like somewhat advanced, you kind of like slow down and you plateau after. That's like kind of for me, or like the growth. This is how growth for starters. It goes up, but then there's like a sharp limit, and then goes like this. Like it goes by slight steps up. And yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. If you want to grow big and think your diet is important, it somewhat is, but I don't want you to be overthinking about it too much. Does that make sense? I don't want you to consistently overthink about your diet, because the thing is, the training is just it's pretty much the most important thing about growing strong, and will always stay the same. And if you at least train as close to failure as possible, you will still make progress, even though it's now kind of slower now. That's the advice for you. It's not amazing, I know, but Yeah, that's just what I think. Yeah, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.